If I tell you that tomorrow I will give you 50, you will ask me, 50 what? Because just telling you that I will give you 50 does not make any sense. I mean, I need to describe exactly what I'm talking about. But what if I say, tomorrow I'll give you $50? Oh, wow, that makes sense. So you see, the first statement lacked some information that is necessary to make the whole statement meaningful. But the moment I added that extra information to the statement, that is dollars, the whole statement made sense. Now let's take this to physics. In physics, we have physical quantities that can be measured and calculated. When we measure these quantities and obtain values, or when we calculate these quantities and obtain values, if we convey the information about our measured or calculated values to someone, we need to do it in such a way that the person receiving the information will understand exactly, categorically, specifically, and definitively what we're talking about. So let's say I tell you now that yesterday I measured 20. You'll be like, 20 what? Oh, that means that there is information, there is a piece of information missing in that statement. And then if I say, yesterday I measured 20 meters, now I'm getting at something. Now I am beginning to make sense. Because previously, when I told you the value I measured, the information was not enough for you to understand what exactly I measured. But when I added that extra piece of information, that is meters, that's what meters I added made the statement meaningful. So in physics, the extra piece of information we add to a measured value or to a calculated value to explain, once again, categorically, specifically, and definitively what we calculated or what we measured is what we call units of measurement. So if I'm measuring time, if I try to tell you I measured 20 seconds, if I just said 20, it doesn't make sense. If I said, okay, I'm measuring mass and I tell you I measured 50, it doesn't make sense. But if I say I measured 50 kilograms, it makes sense. Once again, the piece of information you add to a measured or calculated value to explain better what you measured or calculated is what we'll call units of measurement. And we'll have the fundamental units and the derived units.